Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play 9 Souls. I have reason to believe that my base is being attacked, but I can't seem to teleport out of here, so... Interesting, there's a place I haven't been to before. Huh. I'm a little bit worried that I missed some stuff. There is a chance that if it's critical, I will be going... Like, I'll beat the game and just go back to what I missed. Because... You know, what if I never play this game again? There's certain scenes that I haven't seen that I was building up to, but I don't know. I might be wrong. It's hard to say. Finish! Is this where I haven't been? Yeah, I haven't been able to figure out how to get up there. Damn it, I meant to look this up because it's bothering me. I think it has something to do with the fact that this guy continually regenerates himself. But if that's the case, I have not been able to figure it out. Like, he'll be back. Yeah, there's no one else that, like, that's the case with. So, like, that move... Let me see. Oh, maybe. So if I just... Yeah, it looks like everywhere is blocked off. Like, I don't... So maybe I need to go to here? Because I couldn't go through there. Yeah, I mean, let's just go over there and see what it is. I don't know how to get out of here. I mean, they're not stopping me. This seems promising. Alright, where am I? I can't imagine they'll stop me from teleporting if I go there, right? I think the whole, like, Fusang might be interrupted. I don't even know if I can teleport by going to a save point. Yeah, they brought me to a new place. Oh my god, alright. Yeah, because they wouldn't let me go down there. There was that goop blocking it. I think they want me to walk back. Which, fair. Alright, we can do that. Yeah, we're like right here. Okay. They did want me to walk. Also, I've been blocked off in a lot of places. So, yeah, I've definitely gone past the point of no return. I can't even get back. Oh god, alright. Oh, it's this way, alright. Yeah. So, one of the thing, like, I'm glad that I did the thing with the, I'm glad that I did the thing with the merchant, because the other thing is to get this guy's map data and find out what he wanted, but I missed the final one. That's why there's no map data for that last area, unfortunately. I have no idea where in hell it was. But he's dead now. He died in the attack. If you don't give the merchant everything that he needs, he also dies in the attack trying to defend this place. But as it showed when he fought his brother, like, he's not a fighter. He didn't have a damn chance. I didn't think they'd let me do that. Okay, it stopped. Probably ruined the mood anyway. Fortune teller's still working. What about Abacus and Shanshan, though? Abacus doesn't look okay. My lord. Well, come back. What happened? Where's Shanshan? Yi, you're back. Those people came back and broke Abacus. Egon brought her guards, and they wreaked havoc. I'm sorry. There was nothing I could do. This is all my fault, my lord. My alarms were disabled due to an exploit in my firewall. It's fine, as long as everyone's safe. I immediately led Lord Kwafu and Shanshan to the secret panic room. Fortunately, Egon didn't stay for long. However, Egon took the soul seal in your... to thank them. I tried all I could to stop her, but she succeeded in the end. I deserve the most severe punishment. I was also stripped of all my permissions. So now she alone holds the power of all 10 soul seals? Why would she go through all this trouble? She must also be after the council code, and I can be pretty certain we won't like what she has in mind. I just didn't think that she would also be the one behind the mutants. What do you mean? She wants to destroy New Kunlun? Based on what we know, it's definitely within the realm of possibility. But why would she? I can perform a situational analysis and calculate the probable causes. Warning. Warning. Analytical system failure. Core processor damage extent 97. So it's not just your language processing model. Your entire code has... Yes, apologies. I will not be of much help anymore. I may be about to shut down permanently. Shut down? What's wrong with Abacus? You can fix him, right, Yi? Uncle Chubby, we're not gonna let Abacus die, right? Core damage is irreparable. No one will be able to fix it. No. Is this my fault? Absolutely not, Shan. My shutdown isn't related to the actions of anyone. The winds of fortune blow every which way. No one escapes calamity. Not even if it happens to the world's most powerful computer. You know, I feared that the world would never see you again, my lord. However, that cherished wish has finally been fulfilled. You've always been so sentimental, Abacus. Thanks for everything. I have stored your preferred tools and defaults in my backup system. They can be transferred seamlessly if you acquire a new assistant. Good luck, and make you out. Process limit exceeded. Permanent shutdown in 3, 2, 1. Abacus! Abacus! Alright, Abacus updated. Yi's dedicated personal assistant and artificial intelligence system. For unknown reasons, its sentiment levels were set unusually high, resulting in a more sentimental tone. As Yi's most loyal assistant, Abacus stood up against Egon during the break-in and protected the residents of the pavilion, resulting in severe damage and forcing him to shut down. God, I'm so annoyed I didn't find the final map data. I should have known. I should have looked it up. That's what I get. Where the hell was it? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be lamenting about that when serious storyline things are happening, but I'm already moving past it to the next goal. I know what I have to do now. It's become even more personal. This is the end, isn't it? I feel like we just went on a massive wild goose chase. This is not the time to mourn. Was that supposed to fill me with hope? Egon just seized ultimate control of the council. Commanding the guards to annihilate us will be a piece of cake for her now. And don't get me started on the mutants. It won't be long until the entirety of New Kunlun is crawling with them. Do you really think there'll be any survivors? Solarians aren't the only residents on New Kunlun. What do you mean? Are you talking about Shan? Wait, no. You want to save the ape men? I'm not in the mood for jokes right now. Are you really serious? Now, this is interesting because this choice was not available to me the first time I played the game. So, I was a little bit... Look, it's not just my completionist streak that was making me worry about it, even though I should have been, like, concentrating on the story and stuff. It's because I knew that there were certain requirements that I needed to do a certain thing, and the fact that this is coming up makes me believe that I have gotten them. I believe if I pick this, it'll be that this is basically the only choice that I get if I don't do certain things. But I think I've done them, and now I've thought it through. I want to help the ape men survive. Yi? Regardless of whether Noon Kunlun goes dark, we must put them all back on the pale blue planet. We should return the flames of the eternal cauldron before everything is extinguished. If Heng were here, that is what she would have done. That would doom the eternal cauldron. Do you know how many people sacrificed their lives for this project? That's why there shouldn't be any more sacrifices. Do you think the 8 men are more worthy of redemption than we are? I believe they'll have a chance to live better lives. I guess Shanshan has influenced you quite a bit. Same goes for you. Forget it. I can't be bothered to explain myself. Well, this is where we're at. If you want to do some good deeds before it all ends, I won't object. But what happens afterwards? This is all empty talk if we can't stop Igong. If the battle is inevitable, I have something that should tip the balance. Remember that rhizmatic bomb you found the last time? I have plans for a new arrow that, if made, could tear apart heaven and earth. That is not an exaggeration. Have you started making it? Yes. The automatic forge is working as fast as it possibly can, but it still needs some time. The bad news is, this type of arrow can only be fired once. Once is all I need. Let's split up. I need to prepare for my confrontation with Igong, while we wait for that arrow to be completed. The 8 men problem is a bit more pressing. I need you to take Shanshan to Shin Nong. After that, activate the docks and... You can't just decide for me. I'm not going! Shanshan? None of this happened the first time I played. This is all new for me. Don't throw a tantrum. I know you were listening. Did you hear everything Uncle Chubby and I were saying? Then you should know that it's not safe here anymore. Didn't you see how they hurt Abacus? I don't want to go to that pale blue planet thing. I want to stay here with you, Yi. I want to go to Pengli together. Don't be silly. That is not a place that you should go. At least you'll be there. You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't even know me. Of course I know you. I know you like food well seasoned and extra spicy. I know that when you sleep, even the neighbors can hear you snoring. I know that you're super knowledgeable about everything. You taught me so much and made me realize how big the world could be. I know that after Mom and Dad left, you were the only one who would love me. I'll have nothing if you're not going to be with me. Shanshan, there are some things I think you should know. I'm actually not a very good person. Centuries ago, in a desperate attempt to avoid extinction, we Solarians took your people. We kidnapped countless 8 men from the blue planet to New Kunlun. We robbed you of your freedom, treated you cruelly, and killed you indiscriminately. That's the truth behind Peach Blossom Village. The worst part is that it was all my idea. I already figured that all out ages ago. I'm not stupid. I saw those killing machines on the day that I left with Annong. That was when I guessed that our village might not be what everyone imagined it to be. Then you should also be aware that if it weren't for me, you might have been living a normal life on that pale blue planet. Your mom and dad would still be alive. When I first saw those things, I was really scared, to be honest with you. But that's the thing. You're the Yi who lives with me now, not the Yi from the past. And most importantly of all, I know the current Yi would never hurt me. As dangerous as it might get, I'm not scared when I'm with you. Please let me stay. Don't be silly. Since when did you start becoming so difficult? How's this? I promise to pick you up from the blue planet as soon as things settle down here. Really? When have I ever lied to you? Please, go take refuge with Shang Nung and the others. I better get moving in case something happens to the docks later. I'm leaving it in your hands. Explain the situation to Shen Nong, and guide the 8 men to the transport ships. I'll prepare for my flight and wait for the arrow to finish before meeting up with you all. Rhythmatic arrow. This, by the way, also did not happen in my original playthrough. An arrow crafted by Kwafu, inspired by the rhythmatic bomb. It carries a similar destructive energy. This arrow should be used as a last resort in your fight against Igong. It can only be fired once. That's crazy. It's not really... Okay, yeah, it's not really part of my, like, normal lineup. So, I'm guessing it's a cutscene thing. It's the bazooka from Resident Evil. Now, please tell me that I can still... Yes. I noticed when I was recording that I didn't actually buy everything because there was still this. Thank God that was the last one. I kept on talking about how I didn't need money anymore and I hadn't bought something that was actually important. So there we go. That should be the maximum allowed heals. Let's get a fortune. My predictions say that you will get lost out there. Don't worry. Alright, that's not too bad. I thought he was going to predict my imminent death against Igong. Oh, God, am I actually ready for this? I don't know. Well, I have to be, don't I? Alright, calm down. In all these months, I still haven't done what I wanted to do. That's the crazy thing. That's the truly crazy thing. Also, I'm so glad that it didn't save when I used that homing shot, because I didn't find the final Dark Steel. That means I didn't get to upgrade all of my bows, and I would have not had access to this, which is much more useful than this. I'm still confused as to how that happened, though. I thought I, even, showed myself killing a few guys with that homing shot, and then I don't have it anymore? Like, how did that happen? But, whatever, it happened. I guess I leave and hope that, it's obvious what I'm supposed to do, because teleporting has definitely been disabled. Later, Four Seasons. I'm sorry, does that guy have glasses? Did they invent glasses? 2 of them have glasses. Never seen this before. Let's be honest, brother. With that incredibly smart brain of yours, how could you have overlooked the fact that none of these ships can move unless there's a Solarian at the helm? Were you expecting these 8 men to fly it themselves to the pale blue planet? You're the best pilot I knew it, you sly dog! Look, I'll send Shanshan and the rest of the villagers back to the pale blue planet. However, that is my own decision, and it has nothing to do with you. Then, do not thank me. I just want Shanshan to have a real home. I also bear some responsibility for causing this mess. As for you, go and get your affairs in order. Even if it's just the 2 of us left, let's go back to Pangli together. You got that? That's a promise.
Hey.
Take it easy. You furballs aren't going anywhere before my people are on board. Especially you, Chubby. With you around, the villagers act like a bunch of obedient children. It saves me a lot of bother. Here I am, still relying on you gods to lend me a hand, right up until the end. Feels gross. Isn't that right, Shanshan? Shanshan? What's wrong? Didn't you want to say something to Yi? No. Come on, we're on a tight schedule here, kid. No, I don't want to go! I want to stay with you, Yi. Sean, come here. I have something for you. Nong is still bleeding. It's not good. Oh, wow. That's a big gift. Hey, is this your mystic nymph? Yes, it is very important to me, so I want to ask you for a favor. Can you hold on to it for me for a little bit? Really? Okay, I understand. I'll take good care of it and return it to you later. Why are you pouting and crinkling your eyebrows if you understand? How about this? As a reward, I'll take you to see the ocean when we're both on the pale blue planet. Really? Then sure. Pinky promise? Pinky promise. It's almost time. Let's get ready to depart. Take care, brother. All of you take care, too. I'm shocked by how different this is. Like, none of this happened. I haven't seen it before. How are you doing, dear brother? Whenever I get some free time, I always find myself writing to you, just like before. I would be lying if I said I had no regrets over deciding to stay. Whenever I think about dying alone in a world without you, I start to feel so lonely. I know you're probably too far away for these messages to catch up. It'll probably take hundreds of years for you to receive the first one. I know I'll never get to receive your replies. But it doesn't matter. From my memories, I can piece together fragments of you. Your every glance and your every word. Hank. I'm sure your plans have worked, and you're no doubt celebrating the fruits of your success. Or perhaps you have embarked on an entirely new journey? No. I was going to pick you up, I swear. I didn't know I would wake up centuries later. If it wasn't for... If you have a new family, will you still remember me? Of course. How could I ever forget you? Will you miss me? Will you miss the days we spent together? I'm sorry. I miss you so much. I really miss you. Sorry. This is supposed to be my last message to you, not just a bunch of trivial questions. Yi, I want you to know that my time has come. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just stepping ahead of you to return to heaven and earth. I know. Let's make a promise that on that day, when we meet again, you'll take the time to tell me your story. I promise, Hank. I promise. It's a promise. Take care, my dear brother. Until destiny reunites us. Goodbye, Hank. You have no more unread messages from Pang Li. I have to be honest. I had two theories about the fact that she was contacting me. One, she's always had a connection to Fu Sang. She actually said she could hear voices in this. We know that this is somewhat true because of what Lear was able to do by transcending time and space. It seems that you can exist through time. It has some type of spiritual unknown properties that we don't know. And I thought that maybe since Yi also has a connection to Fu Sang, that maybe that's how she was contacting him. And honestly, that scene from last time, that might be the case. But it seems that every time that she was messaging him, those were actually messages that she sent 500 years ago that had finally gotten to him. So that's interesting. Note, this conversation doesn't happen if you don't do certain things, so I had never seen it before. And I guess that's because since you're not doing the preparation before you fight Egon, the events that happened then probably happened before this. Like, he probably didn't take enough time. So I don't think she'll be contacting me again. Character bio updated. Yi's naive and eccentric younger sister. She has a particularly close bond with Yi. As one of the few people who can resonate with Fusang, Hen believes in returning to the Tao, and that it is natural to coexist and perish with Peng Li. She therefore did not cling to life, and refused Yi's proposal to live in New Kunlun. She chose to stay in their hometown, and accept a natural end to her life. So I never even got her character profile before. It was empty. I was always wondering who that last one is. And it's because... So, here's the things that cause this different path, by the way. One, you need to get all of the poisons so that Shen Nong can become the leader of his village. That's one. Two, you need to acquire the Resmatic Bomb. Not because you need the bomb, but because if you don't do that, you don't talk to Lear the last time. And I'm not going to go over to what they say again, but I think Yi reached a pretty important conclusion that he wouldn't have reached otherwise by talking to him. Wow, good thing they got out of that hole. That place was mutanted also, it looks like. You know, I wonder if this is the staff. I wouldn't be surprised, because there's just too many glasses, and no one actually has glasses. I bet that the staff put themselves in the game at this part. It just makes too much sense, right? Look at that guy. He's got a lot of them have headphones. Yeah, they have hats. This is the staff. I'm not even going to look this up. That has to be it. Oh, boy. Smash, smash. God, I have a few choices, don't I? I could stop here. Basically, if I stop here, it would be because I'm going to beat the entire game and go back and do the scenes that I missed and put them here. I think I should do that. Okay, we're warping to a new timeline. I was so close, guys. Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see? I just needed... Okay, stop. I just needed to walk over here, and I would have found the final map data. I just never went past here, I guess. I just never walked over there. Even when I was looking at the map, I didn't see that there must have been a little crevice right there. Okay. Well, let's go back, give him the final map data. Obviously, we're in a new timeline now, so this isn't what... This is an alternate episode, I guess. This is an alternate possibility. I've never completed this quest. I'm sad that I didn't do it in the main timeline, but... What are you gonna do? We'll see if we can get Shan Shan that pendant back. I don't know if I'll be able to get whatever second scene might be associated with it, but, you know. In fact, let's give Shan Shan the pendant first. Because I also forgot that. Huh? Why is the amulet back with you again? I thought I told An Nang to wear it. I thought I told you to wear it. It's not that. I saw An Nang trying to leave in a hurry. I thought something big was happening. I was really scared for him, so I gave him the amulet. It's fine. I don't mind. I didn't expect it to actually prevent a disaster. Back when I was wearing it, I could feel a warmth in my chest. That must have been the power of Fusang Yi. It could just be a series of coincidences. How would you tell the difference? There's a rock inside the wooden amulet. Did you put it in there? What is it? Let me see. That's not a rock. It's a Jin medallion. Wow! We found a hidden treasure inside! See? Something good happened again. That is a bit... uncanny. A Jin medallion hidden in Fusang. It must have been the miner's secret stash. It can be recycled for Jin. Cool, alright. I'm guessing then that there's probably no second scene associated with it. It's just an additional reward. Interesting. Ah, buddy, you're back too. Isn't it nice to just go back and visit your friends from the past? Alas, yeah, it's just 1,000 Jin. Not bad. Alright, let's give you the last map data. I do remember picking up a broken assistant robot before taking off. Shennong, 9,000. Not broken. Shanghai, 9,000. Good as new. Only one goal, since rolling out of the factory. Before, goal is complete. Shanghai, 9,000. Won't go. Last map data for you. Alright, map says finishing map data from memory. Let's go look at this. I'm missing one treasure chest. It's right there, I'm sure. I need to look up how to get that. That is bothering me. And there are no items in the final area. That makes sense, actually. Alright, I've looked it up, and apparently... Yup, there it is. Apparently, if you parry an attack, you get an extra jump. Which I didn't know. I need you up. I need you up. Up here. Alright, there we go. Ooh. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Yeah! Alright, maybe not. Maybe it won't. Don't need you anymore. Good day. Good day, sir. Good day. Ow, what? No, it was you. Now this pretty much has to be... Yep, there's my dark steel. Sadly, I will not be using it. Because this is an alternate timeline. I still don't know what to do with the robot, though, so I have to look that up now, too. I really did want to be complete, guys. This is the last thing that I haven't gotten. Turns out, I have to go past the point of no return, and now that I have all of the map data, it should trigger something. So I guess, if I'm wrong, I guess I just have to beat the whole game again. Huh. You know, oh god, this is gonna take so much longer than I thought. Glepner said that I missed a console, and I guess this is the console. This is so long. Holy crap. What did I miss? Alright. No, this is important. Alright, I'm glad I went back. This is crazy. I don't like doing this. I don't like breaking the continuity like this, but it's just what happened. It's either I either show it this way or I don't show it, I guess. Foundation era. Forget it. It doesn't matter anymore. I have looked all over my past research data. Perhaps there was something we didn't account for. Why were we even researching immortality in the first place? Data corrupted. No. No. No! There has to be an explanation, and I will find the answer. Scientific questions always yield answers. I must have missed something crucial. There are Solarians in their soulscapes, just waiting for me to save them. All my sacrifices will eventually pay off. So I guess after a few hundred years she started to lose her mind a bit, which I get. Oh god, this is so many logs later. That's right. I've been a fool. The mutants are the key. To think that I wasted all this time. The existence of the mutants give us a whole new paradigm to view life in our universe. Data corrupted. She's starting to think the mutants are a viable option. Data corrupted. Okay. Last log. I finally understand. Tenhao was never supposed to be a disaster. It is a trial and a gift from the universe to all Solarians. The mutations will allow Solarians to unlock the next stage of our evolution. It is my destiny to lead all Solarians towards their immortal futures. How incredibly profound. This is making... Here's the interesting thing. CrossKnights of the next episode does not have the information that this CrossKnights has. I didn't know that. I swear I remember there being something similar the first time I played, but It's making sense. The fact that all these mutants here wasn't because she, like, screwed up the automated systems or anything. I think it was intentional. I think she's been intentionally infecting Solarians with the mutation. And that is crazy that I didn't find that out in the playthrough, but I know it now, and now you know it. You'll know more than me next episode. That's crazy. Let's see if I can finish up the thing I came here for. Ooh, but let's see here. Fully powered up homing shot. Okay, it's awesome. I mean, the other shot would have done it too. Not that one, but still. Oh, can't. All right, never mind. Why am I showing this? So supposedly the bottom left of this place. Oh my god, that was not the place to heal. The bottom left of this place has the end of the quest. But only if you get all the map data. Oh, hello. Why am I getting this? It's my gamer instinct is too strong. It's not like I can use it. This isn't even the correct timeline. Yep, here we go. I've never seen this. What are you doing here? Be careful. That's one of Sol Egong's experimental pods. I wouldn't mess with that if I were you. Chien, coordinates, inside. The person inside is who you're looking for? A Dust Guardian. Don't be impulsive. Egong used them for her experiments. She might... Doesn't matter. Chien is Chien, alive or dead. You, friend, don't stop me. Wait! Alright, I just got an achievement I never got before. I shall give you the full send-off, sir. Friend photo. A photo of Shanghai 9000 and its Solarian friend was carefully hidden by the Dust Guardian in their uniform. And that's that. I mean, it's still almost just as sad, isn't it? We'll just have, like, instead they get destroyed. Well, no, it's... This is better, at least, that they got to free them, I guess, but... there's not a lot of happy moments in this game, are there? Yeah. It looks like the Dust Guardian probably got that robot when they were a boy, so they spent a lot of time together. That's it. I guess we're going back to the main timeline. For me, this is the last thing that I'll be doing in this game, but for you guys, there's still a lot more in the next episode. So let's go back to Timeline Prime, I guess. Floor damaged. Jesus. I think that's what I do. Look, I have certain foreknowledge about the confrontation that's coming up, and I've been practicing for it, and I have not completed it, even though I've been practicing for months. And I also want more time to do that. Yeah, sorry. I think I am CrossKnights. I think that next time will be the final episode. I think I need time to prepare. That was really good to see. I love this game, by the way, and now that I've seen both forks, I love it even more. It's like Yi's character growth is optional, you know? Like, you can miss it if you're not thorough enough. And not only that, you can go all through that, and you can be like, screw the 8 men, I'm still going with the Solarians. Anyway, let's talk about Yi. How did he corrupt his soul seal? Because I have to say, he's not above this. That's what you kind of realize. He's not any better than the other ones. He sacrificed an entire planet in order to keep his people alive, because he didn't consider them as equal to him. They ate them, for God's sakes. They used them as cattle. They used them as slaves. They tortured them. They experimented on them. They destroyed most of their planet, according to him. That's why I'm actually kind of surprised that he's putting them back in their planet, because it sounds like he also drained them of their resources. His is the soul seal of innovation. And I think there's a quote, I think it might be from Jurassic Park, but it's something along the lines of, scientists are always thinking about what they can do, but they don't always think about if they should do it. I know that's not the exact quote. That is what Yi is guilty of, the innovation at any price. And it was to help his people, but at what cost? Like, how... The entire thing is that if his people had just died, first of all, it wouldn't have been as hard on them, because honestly, everyone who was so-called saved, it looks like they just went through more suffering, whereas they could have just ended. But then we're going to get to Igong. I'm pretty sure Igong's soul seal is knowledge. Same thing as Yi. This is why Yi is her protege. They're both guilty of the same thing. They thought so much about what they could do, they didn't think about should do it. She destroyed the world. She brought about the apocalypse because she was trying to make the Solarians immortal. She screwed around with things she shouldn't have, and she released Ten Hao. And then her damn protege, in an attempt to fix it, in an attempt to save their people from what she did, destroyed an entire planet and enslaved them. None of these guys are good, except, I mean, what about Kwafu? You could say that he corrupted his soul seal because, yeah, he was loyal to Yi, but he immediately betrayed the council. That being said, I think he comes out as the best person in the entire thing. Him and Lady Eternal, you know, they they really seem to think that they were doing good, and they just went along with the hype, man. They just did what they did, but whew. Both missteps. In any case, I've used this amount of time to ramble about certain things I wanted to ramble about, and I think that's fine. I am CrossKnights. Thank you very much. Next episode will be the final episode. Hopefully it won't take me several weeks to do what I need to do, but I will be doing it. Thank you, everyone who's watched this far and come on this journey with me. Thank you, especially to my lovely patrons, and I will see you guys during the final battle with my master, with my mentor, Igong. Later.